Hi, hello and welcome back. Great to see you again. And the big news is Christmas is done. Christmas 21 gone. New Year's Eve gone. We're already into 2022, would you believe? And I've had a rare opportunity over the last couple of weeks. I've had 2 weeks off work, which has been absolutely fantastic. Just spending each day not having to think, not having to make decisions, not any important decisions anyway. And just basically relaxing my mind. But the thing I've enjoyed the most is not having to set the alarm for 5 a.m. each morning. Now I've got another day off tomorrow, but after that I've got to get back into the practice of setting my alarm for 5 a.m. Can't wait for that, really excited. And given that I like to be organised, I did actually get my work bag out today and started getting all the things ready. And as I was doing it, I thought it's a great time and a great opportunity, given that we are 2 days into the new year, already into the second day. I thought I'd do an updated everyday carry to just show you the things that I would normally put in my bag to take to work each and every day. Now I have done one of these before, so whether it's changed that much since the last one, I do not know, but I suppose we'll look back and see. But yeah, that's it. The holiday period is over, all but for one day. And so let's take a look at what I need, or what I think I need to take with me each and every day when I go to work. Okay, then first things first, the bag, because of course everything has to fit into the bag. And this is my mulberry bag that I use for work, and it's in earth grey. I'm not going to go into great detail. It's a bag, it's got a few compartments in. And I love it because it's understated. It doesn't actually shout mulberry, but if you look close enough you can see that it is. But the colour I absolutely love. It's not the most practical bags, I have to say, in terms of its compartments. And recently I've been looking on the Bellroy site at the Bellroy backpacks and wondering if I should invest in one of those and have a bit of a change from this. But I don't know if backpacks are just for students and whether I'm too old. Let me know what you think. So yeah, that's the bag, and everything has to go in here and take me to work. Then let's have a think. Let's start the straightforward stuff. In the bag goes an umbrella. It's a nice little compact one. I don't know what the make is. I don't think it's actually, oh I do, it says there. Fulton, never heard of them. Anyway, I live in England, so therefore I need an umbrella, and not just because it's winter, because autumn, spring and summer also bring an amount of rain. So yeah, I need an umbrella, but I wanted one that is compact and fits nicely into the bag and doesn't take too much space up, so simple. And then if we move on to being able to see, because that's important, my drive to work is around 45 miles. So depending on traffic, it could take me an hour, around 15 minutes, if it's not horrendous. And given that I am 53 and my eyesight is fading, I need glasses for everything. So these are my sunglasses. They're prescription sunglasses and Ray-Ban. So they're great for when the sun is out, which isn't that often. Then I have my distance glasses. These are also Ray-Ban. Bit of a, what you might call a Joe 90 style there, very simple, basic. But yeah, these are for long distance, so I tend to wear these when I am driving. And then these are the ones that I use at work most of all. I love these. These are my Paul Smith varifocals. And again, possibly a bit of a geeky style. Don't know if you can see that. But the thing I love about these is one, then they need cleaning actually. They are varifocals, but two, nobody else can see this but me from my side, but inside you've got the Paul Smith signature stripes, which I absolutely blooming love. And then they come with this nice case that's got very nice soft interior, and even the cloth that you get for cleaning your glasses, which I clearly haven't done. Bit of an inspirational quote in there, so you can find inspiration in everything, and if you can't look again, Paul Smith eyewear. So yeah, nice little touch, and those glasses cover every angle and every eventuality. So hopefully I can see when I'm driving, I can see when I'm working at my screen, and I can see when it's sunny. So that's the glasses. And then what's next? Hydration. So yes, as I've just mentioned with the glasses, my drive to work takes at best an hour a day. So I like to keep hydrated, listen to music while I'm driving to work, but also have a cup of lemon and ginger tea. So I use this Chili's coffee mug. Very rarely put coffee in it. It's you've probably seen these before. It's very simple. The top screws off. Do we need to see if that rolls off? Yeah. So very simple. Keeps it nice and hot for the whole journey, and then you can close the lid. You really can. And there you go. You can close the lid so it doesn't spill, or open it when you want to drink. So that's for my lemon and ginger tea. Then for throughout the day, to make sure I keep hydrated and drink plenty of water, I've got the Chili's flask. Again, it's a little bit boring, but the top comes off. This top also comes off. And they're just great, hard wearing. They match the inside of my car, which I might do a video on at another time. And yeah, and they match. In fact, you've probably noticed that a lot of my things are in matte black. I have just got a bit of a liking for matte black things, but they're great pieces of kit. Hydration really important. Moving on to keys and key holders. I really wanted the Orbit key ring, but it's 35 quid and I just couldn't justify it, especially when I found this one on Amazon that is, I think it was £6.99. Whether it's real leather or not, who knows. But it doesn't look too dissimilar and it does the job. I did used to just have my keys on a normal key ring before, but as I'm sure you're aware, they just rattled around, scratched things, and they just took up more space than they needed to. So this really does the job, keeps all of them in one place, and is nice, sleek, simple design. I think it was from Amazon, 7 quid. Because we need to keep everything charged throughout the day, I have this battery charger. Again, not a very popular name, Charmast it's called, but this has worked and served me very well indeed. It's got 1, 2, 3 USB-A ports at the top. It's also got USB-C and the old micro USB, I think that's called, input, and then a input there where you charge this up. And that serves me very well in terms of charging up all the kit that I use throughout the day, my mobile phones. I must admit I do vape, so it helps me to charge those up, and my iPad if I'm in meetings and I want to make sure that I'm going to get through that Teams call without the battery going flat. So yeah, not very exciting, but it is. It's nice rubbery texture and a nice touch. So I'd be lost without that. Then moving on to my Apple iPad. I've been one of the people, this is 2019 model, so it's not the M1 chip, and I've got it, as you can see, in the Apple, I think it's called the Smart Case, not a blooming cheap case I might say. So the iPad itself just magnetically detaches or attaches, and I've also got the Apple Pencil. That's not cheap either, but then again, nothing Apple is cheap, is it? But this, I've had this just over, probably just about 2 years now. And this has made life so much easier for me. It makes me so much more mobile. I do have a Apple One account, so that gives me 2 terabytes of storage in the cloud. So I keep an awful lot of my work there, which means I can access it on this. I've also got an Apple MacBook Air, and I've got an Apple iMac M1, and of course an Apple iPhone 13 Pro. So I love the ease and availability of all your information, regardless of what piece of kit that you're using. So this has served me really well. It fits in my bag, doesn't take up an awful lot of space. It is quite a bit heavier with this smart keyboard on. But yeah, this has been absolute lifesaver actually, because it's far less bulky than carrying an extra laptop around. I can go from meeting to meeting at work, I can do calls from it, and I keep all my photographs on there. So yeah, been really happy with that purchase. And talking of loving Apple, I use the Apple Watch. You can see at the moment I don't because I'm not at work, but I need to put this on fairly soon to start tracking those steps, miles and calories, because it is, after all, a new year. But this is the Apple Watch Series 4. I've not as yet updated to I think we're on 7 now, largely because this is still a really good watch. It's in great order, it works fine, and it does the business for me. So I do use it largely for monitoring my steps, my calories, my heart rate, all those health and fitness things. It does do other things like flash up when you've got an email or take a call, but with my old eyes, even with those glasses, the screen isn't really big enough. Again, you've got the black rubber Apple strap that matches pretty much everything else that I have. Then we have a few little bits and bobs. Everybody has to have their hand gel nowadays, don't they? Because where would we be without it? 2020 has changed the world and we have to adapt, so I wouldn't go anywhere now without my Carex hand gel with aloe vera. Also spectacle wipes. You've already seen that I've got 3 pairs of glasses. Trying to keep them clean is very challenging. These are Health Point spectacle and lens wipes, and they do a great job of easily and quickly cleaning your glasses. And then I've got my At a Glance Algae Action Plan. As part of my job, I'm a mental health first aider, and this is just a quick guide if you need any help and support when you're dealing with somebody that is struggling and you feel you might be out of your depth. You can quickly look at what you're dealing with, and it advises you on the appropriate action to take. So that's really useful, and that has to come with me everywhere that I go. And then this, I did do a review of this last year. I've had it now 6 months, and I was so excited when I ordered it. I was so excited when it arrived, and I was even more excited when I realized it's as good as it looks and it's as good as the review. So I'm not going to do a full review on it. It is the Orbit Key Nest. It is a very lovely looking piece of kit with a fabric on the bottom, the leather top, inbuilt phone charger, and this nice little elastic strap with the Orbit Key logo there. And then if you take the strap off, it opens up. Oh, I've left some money in there. You didn't see that? Yeah, inside just carries a few more of the essentials. So I've got my, you don't call them dongles now, do you? It's an anchor, I'm going to call it a dongle. It's an anchor dongle for my iPad, so I can attach a card, USB-A, USB-C, HDMI, earphones, micro card. So it just gives you a lot more flexibility when it comes to using your iPad. I've got the Ridge wallet, because I was going to say we rarely carry money around now, but you've just seen that I do. So I'm quite old-fashioned, but this is great because it just fits nicely in here, and it holds all my cards, my bank cards, my card for getting into work, and my driving license. Look at that. That is an old photograph. If I get pulled over now, I'm in trouble. And then my card for my Tesla. But I very, very rarely use that because you can use your iPhone to access and start your car. So I'll just take that with me just in case I lose my phone or it runs flat. Then I've got my Apple AirPods Pro in a rubberized case. Again, black aesthetic. These are noise cancelling, very good sound, very good quality, and I think very good value for money. So I'm really pleased with those. Use them for when I want to just zone out at work, listen to music, or of course when I'm on Teams meetings, and they work just the job really well for that sort of environment. And then the plug, whoops, a daisy, the Apple plug. I'll just pop that there a moment. In fact, let's leave the Apple plug in till last. Then I've got my Waterman fountain pen. Don't write too often nowadays. As I've said, with the iPad Pro, I try and do mostly everything on there, and I am mindful of the environment, so I don't want to write unless it's absolutely necessary. But if I do need to write, I've got this Waterman fountain pen. I've got a ruler that in reality doesn't need to be in there because I can't remember the last time I used a ruler. and it's only a small 6-inch one anyway, but it's in there in case I need it. Then we've got the cables. I've got my lightning cable for my iPhone 13 Pro, and you've got the cable that comes with this Orbit Key Nest. So that plugs in via USB-C, and that you can plug it in via the USB-A, and then that makes this top part live, and you can charge get those back, you can charge your AirPods on them, or you can charge your Apple phone on them, which I can't show you right now because I'm actually using it to film on. So back into the box, and yeah, the last thing is the Apple plug, and this is great. I love this because it opens up and folds down. And the light's just gone off. Okay, sorry about that. I seem to have a technical difficulty in that one of the lights I was using failed on me. I think it's probably died. So that has scuppered that. Where was I? I was talking about this plug. How can you talk about a plug? Yeah, it folds down, it opens up, it's the Apple plug, and I do love the way it opens up and folds down. And then if you're familiar with the Orbit Key Nest, you've got these dividers that you can take that out and place them however you like. So that's nice and versatile. And then I have my spare ink cartridges for my Waterman fountain pen. Fountain pen. But if you're familiar with the Orbit Key Nest, it opens two ways. The lid is on a hinge and it lifts up like that, and you've got a bit more storage here, albeit not an awful lot of space, to be fair. Or if you want to, you can just lift that lid off and place it absolutely anywhere you want. There you go, I can put it anywhere I want. And then as I said, if it's plugged in, you could pop your AirPods on there. You can keep your keys. I don't know why you do that, but it's in the advert that you can do all those things. I personally don't use it like that too often. I just really feel the benefit of it carrying around all those little bits, otherwise they've been rattling around in my bag. So you throw them in there, lid on, job's a good one, off you go. So then we have this, and this, if I'm honest, is a little bit of overkill, but it's one of my treasured possessions. The Mont Blanc pen. I would never personally pay as much as they charge for this for a pen, but my daughters very, very kindly bought it for me for Father's Day a few years ago. And I have to say, it does write really, really nice. But you would expect that for a pen that costs that much. And as you can see, they went a stage further and had it engraved with my initials and surname. So, bless them. They are so good to their dad. And yeah, if I'm not using the fountain pen and I want to feel really posh when I'm writing, which isn't that often, writing that is not feeling posh, then that is my go-to pen. So I'll make sure I take that with me as well. The case is a bit bulky, but I want to look after that pen, and it's nice and snug in there, so yeah, the case has to come with me. Okay, so there you have it. I am back to school ready, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully I've not forgotten anything, and I do sincerely apologise for the blip with the lights. Technology failed me again, which is really unfortunate, given that one of my, not New Year's resolutions, but one of the things that I put in my journal as a to-do, maybe do a review of this because it's actually very good. It's called the Mind Journal, specifically for men, and I can't remember why I started talking about that. But yeah, one of the things I put down in there about the things I wanted to do was to grow my YouTube channel. I think I've got 22 subscribers at the moment, and I've just fallen on what my content's going to be. And we'll see how that grows, because I committed in there that I wanted to grow from 22 to 500. but I'm not going to do that if the lights keep failing, am I? So yeah, never work with kids, animals or lighting. So I hope that was worthwhile. Hope it was enjoyable, and please do subscribe because you'll help me on that journey to 500. And if you've got any questions about what I've got, if you've got any views on whether I should change my Mulberry bag for a Belroy backpack, classic, second edition, whatever it's called, please do let me know, especially if you've got one. I've watched many of the reviews, but other than that, I'm going to stop talking and think about what I can film in the future. So Happy New Year, everybody. Cheers with lemon and ginger tea. Keep safe, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Oh, and PS, for those that were wondering, I filmed this on my iPhone 13 Pro, which is why I couldn't review it in the everyday carry, and my audio is using the Rode Wireless 2 system with a Rode lavalier mic, just in case you were interested. And if not, sorry if I bored you. Bye again, see you soon, take care.